Hello everybody, I literally just woke up. I've seen that we had a developer update to look over, as well as one other thing that I'll get up in a moment. So anyways, let's go over this. So, we're heading into our 9th year alongside a brand new chapter coming in the 8.0 update. We prepared a large number of balance change and quality of life improvements for existing content. As always, these adjustments. We'll head to the PTB shortly when we collect feedback and make some necessary changes or make, for the update release on our platforms. Alright, so, the good guy decreases Heidi Ho cooldown to 12 seconds from 18. So you can have power off a lot sooner. Chucky can only scamper while performing a slice and dice, so you can't just always scamper. That's a really good change right there. One of the things that basically made Chucky pretty miserable to go against is that he basically had win-win on most pallets. You drop a pallet, and then he'd just scamper underneath it and just be able to keep chasing you around and around and around like that. And just kill you with no counterplay. Decrease the time it takes to scamper to 1.3 seconds. Scamper could delete unavoidable hits, and survivors could not possibly get someone safe in the time it took for Chucky to call onto the pallet. What shifted gameplay away from these hits? Scamper then basic attack and instead encourage his unique slice and dice attack. Since it would affect our strength, we've reduced the cooldown slice and dice to use it much more frequently. That's fine. That's fine. Though it does mean that him missing is less punished, which I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one. I don't know if he needed that. So we have the cannibal. Increases chainsaw sweep duration to 2.5 instead of 2 seconds per token. That's an extra 1.5 seconds total. Increase chainsaw sweep movement speed to 2.35 instead of 5.35 instead of 5.2. I don't know why I'm saying 2. I'm tired, alright? That means that's an increase of 0.6 movement meters per second. That's not bad at all. Decrease collision detection size. Oh shit. Decrease base tantrum to 3 seconds instead of 5. Okay. This is actually going to be pretty nasty. To reduce the kind of dependency on certain add-ons, we've taken part of the effects of the add-ons, incorporate the base kit, and tone down the add-on compensation. This way you feel less essential to allow you to play with other options. Also reduce the size of chainsaw collision detection because in the environment to make it less likely to bump into things that aren't directly in front of you, to make it easier to use his power in tight spaces. Damn, he actually getting some pretty good changes. Cannonball's going to feel even better to play. The Deathslinger decreased stun time when survivor breaks free to 2.7 seconds instead of 3. That's pretty good. Increased rear speed to 2.76 instead of 2.6. That's a change of 1 point. Yeah, it's 1.6. Okay. And increased movement speed or reloading all the way up to 3. That's alright. That's okay. That make him feel a little bit better to play. Alright, so Mastermind decreased end penalty to 4%. It was 8%. Alright, so that's pretty massive. Infection is now lowered to 1% instead of 50. That's actually fine. That makes them not be able to tunnel as much. That 8% though was really rough. So 4% is still pretty bad though. So that's fine. That's honestly fine at all. Compound 33 increased rush turn rate duration by 11%, or 33%. Bro, Bright's always getting changes. I don't know, man. Whatever. Toolboxes increased toolbox sabotage speed across most variants. That's actually huge because that's actually pretty good. Increased effects of sabotage related effects. I think it's cool that sabotage is getting some cool stuff. Select some strongest and most frustrating perks to face. The majority of these adjustments are slight and intend to keep the perks from feeling effective to bring them more in line with other options. So I do see background players here. That's not bad at all because it is a little overtuned right now. So Deadlock will decrease the block duration to 25 seconds instead of 30. That's fine. It's back down to 150%, but the exhaustion is now 20 seconds. All right. That's actually really good. That still keeps it a really good perk. It's not the 200% though, which is fine. But 20-second exhaustion for what it does is not bad at all. Alright, so 10 seconds instead of 12 seconds, since it's going to be used so often. Okay. Decisive Strike got down to 4. Okay, I'm so confused by this one. Decisive Strike, they buffed it back up so that people would start running it again. People start running again, and then they immediately nerf it. I don't understand. So for those of you who don't know, Decisive Strike for a long-ass while was 5 seconds. And it was in a really good spot. And then it was just the only problem was that it didn't deactivate during endgame. And then they made it deactivate during endgame and then dropped it to 3 seconds. And then 3 seconds was like nothing. And everyone's like, hey guys, 3 seconds really isn't that good. Can we not do this? And then they said they were buffing it back up to 5 seconds. And some people were like, hey, this doesn't solve any problems. It just means that DS is going to be run again. And they're going, yay, we can run DS again. And it's actually going to mean something and do something. And then people ran it, and now they're nerfing it again. I don't understand. Pop Goes the Weasel is now 20% instead of 30%. Public has proven to be very strong, and the conditions activate are very difficult. About how Fleck comes to play, we have reduced the strength of its regression effect. Okay, that's fair. Pop was already in a really good spot, as it has been for quite a while. Buckle Up no longer provides endurance. Survivors here from the dying state break into sprint 150% movement speed for 5 seconds. This does not even cause exhaustion. That's pretty goofy. That's pretty good. Buckle Up could be problematic when paired with other people, allowing survivors to save each other, for the killer can pick them up risk-free. Since there's a lot of competition between perks, which grant survivors endurance from the dying state, decided to place the effect entirely to help it stand out. And it's, yeah, that's actually a pretty not bad effect, because it means they're getting away with basically a sprint burst. That's actually pretty impactful. And it doesn't induce exhaustion. That's pretty good. Pain Resonance is down to 20%. Enormous 40% of all loadouts, but it's one of the most effective perks in the game. When I make this perk clear, choice for lesser clear, but keep recording. Who chase multiple survivors. You see, the problem with Pain Resonance is losing that 5% is actually pretty big. It's not gonna stop it from being run anywhere near, because it's still really good for what it does. But the problem is with Pain Resonance here, and this is the big problem with it. If you keep its numbers nerfed and too low, the perk becomes useless due to the fact that it's only 4 charges. And you know, if you don't, then it's just too good. It's a weird spot. Alright, so Invocation got cut in half for how long it needs to be done, and it now regresses at a rate of 1 charge per second instead of 20 charges per second. That's thank God. Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, as 60 seconds at base time was 60 seconds base time is incredibly massive compared to 120. And then losing 20 charges per second instead of 1 charge per second, woof. I mean, that was horrible with how they were in. So, this is not bad. We worked the lighting of the shattered square. The red lighting would make a difference. Yes! No more red lighting, thank God. Borgo might not be quite so miserable. Item previews. Rework pop-up for items found within the trial. The existing pop-up items were minimal, shown in the item icon and remain charges. This allowed the player knowing the details of each item with the growing number of killer-specific items is getting harder to do. Post them a brief description. Plenty more surprise in store. Be sure to tune in to our anniversary broadcast on May 14th for exciting reviews, including the feature, the next chapter, and more. And then it's confirmed by the official Dead by Daylight. We are getting a collaboration with D&D. So what this means is that we are most likely getting exactly what we were told, which was Vecna D&D.